Hey guys, this is Mario coming to you from Koyasan in Japan. So it's the tail end of my 3-week travel through Japan with my family, and for probably one of the first times I could say, hey, I have like the two kids sleeping downstairs in the strollers. So I feel like, okay, I'll just hop into the room. We're sitting now in a Buddhist temple where you can actually stay over and like have meditations, and it looks amazing. I don't know if I should switch the camera around, but it's looking super cool. And thought like, okay, it's time for me to catch up with all of you. Has been a while. And the idea here is that this will be my video 100 in the channel, and those of you who have followed me for a while know how big of a milestone that is for me, in the sense that when I started with this YouTube thing, I said, okay, I'll publish 100 videos no matter what. And fast forward, here we are, it's almost 2 years, but here. Big important milestone, kind of a party here. And I have just some notes on my phone here. Excuse the sound, excuse the lightning, we're trying our best in the road. And I'll start with some Denmark focused questions first, and then I'll hop into some personal reflections. First, let's start with the state of the housing market in Denmark. So prices are falling, it's less attractive to buy now as well because interest rates are a lot higher than they used to. And I'll just share an anecdote here that I noted down as well, is that I have very smart friends, like so a lot smarter and a lot more knowledgeable than I am, who have bought an expensive house, and when they saw the circumstances on the interest rates and how prices are looking to move as well and so on, they walked out of the deal, and they paid this 1% penalty that you normally pay when you walk out of the deal before you get the keys to the house, because they thought that the prices will come down. So if you are not in a rush, maybe it's a good time to wait. I know I have just sent a newsletter where I said like, okay, it's still a good time to buy, in like with a lot of caveats. But again, if you are paying a massive rent, I think it's okay. But if you are not gonna be saving a lot of money by moving into your own place, maybe it's a good time to wait a little bit as well, because interest rates might come down. Probably not going up a lot more, you never know. And at the same time, the apartment prices and so on looks like they're going to come down. How much so, we don't know. Again, so you never know. So let's see. Then, should you restructure your loan? That's question number 2, and I'm reading the questions from the phone again. No, so you should not restructure your loan. For the majority of cases here, at least, if the bank calls you to take from 1% to 5%, don't take that deal. So again, yes, you'll have less principal because of this bond system, you'll have to pay less back to the banks in total, but like the interest rate will be so much higher that if you're planning to live in your apartment or a house for a bit more than a few years, it just doesn't make sense if you ask me. I prefer to keep the low interest, and the moment you sell, yes, then you'll still get this differential anyway, so it's okay. Next up is, some people have been asking me about this BOMAE service. So it's a house buying support service called BOMAE. In my opinion, it's super expensive for what you get. So if you watch my videos on negotiation and courses, you're gonna be pretty much as good. What they do is that they negotiate with the banks for you, they negotiate with the sellers for you. If you want that type of thing, like hand holding and so on, it probably is a good, why not, right? But it costs a lot of money, and in my opinion, some of these simple negotiations are so easy if you just know how to press the right buttons, especially now that the market is cooling down, that you don't really need their help. But yeah, some people have been happy about it. So if you're planning to just outsource everything and you have a very busy life, why not try? Next up, so investing plan. So I have paused my Monensos party in the last couple of months because I have I'm going to be taking 9 weeks off on trips, and that's, with 2 kids, it's going to be super expensive. And because of that, trying to have as much cash as possible. And in the meantime, I'm still hoarding cash. So we'll use it either to invest or to pay the mortgage, I don't know. So again, I have part of my loan that is on variable interest, and that has gone up. It's not that it's gone up a lot, but it's still not nice, so we might want to pay that down. One thing to note as well, so BlockFi has gone under, so I removed all my money from BlockFi earlier this year, and I have added all those caveats in all of my videos, just don't use BlockFi anymore. But yeah, if you're still looking at my old videos and say, hey, BlockFi, yeah, you always need to watch out with those little things, but yeah. Next one is investing losses. So I just want to clarify here, because people have been reaching out to me about this. So you will not need to pay taxes twice on your investments. So if your investments went down and you didn't sell, you will not pay unrealized gains next year, at least not up to the purchase price of your investments. So I aim to do an update to my investment course and also to the online free course as well on this. Again, as a lot of people, including myself, have lost in our investment this year, so I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page. So when it comes to getting the best out of Scott and I'm making sure that we get the right deal, this is gonna happen. Next up, also some news on investing in Denmark is that Saxo triples its fees. So like Saxo, I'm not using Saxo. I have always suggested people to use Nordnet, but I mean, for some niche of people, Saxo used to be better. So if you're a kind of a day trader or like you want to invest more aggressively in individual stocks and not use the bonus of sparring feature of Nordnet, Saxo was better. But they have just, raised their rates a lot. So, and like in that case, it's like, why would you even use Saxo, right? So you can also use a foreign exchange like Revolut or eToro or whatever to do stocks as well and do the taxes yourself. The benefit again of something like Nordnet or Saxo is that they do these taxes for you. And if you only have like TS Konto, you need to have it in one of these Danish brokers because you can't open an TS Konto in eToro, or as far as I know, you can't. So, ouch. For those of you using Saxo, it's ouch. Okay, now on to more fun stuff for me as well. So, YouTube goals. So, I'll be honest with you here. And I'm again reading my phone, sorry for that, guys. I wanted to get to 20,000 subscribers this year. I don't think it's gonna happen. And to blow up, I needed this good back catalog. And now I have 100 videos. Quite a few of them are pretty good and getting decent views most of the time. And I think like what people tell me is that I'm just one hit away of reaching these 20,000. So basically you have one video that goes medium viral and then with the back catalog I have to be there. But it has been hard to get that hit. So let's be honest, I want to do simple videos without super much fanciness, and that makes it hard to get these type of hits. And I speak too fast, and some people get turned off by that. But we're still having some decent progress, and I'm gonna still be working on this. I think it's something that's super interesting and it's fun and it's not that hard for me now. So actually on the YouTube front, I get recognized in the street every week, which is ridiculous, especially because it's such a small channel in the big scheme of things, but it's so niche down that people recognize me. And someone even said hi on the airport on the way here. So I was on the way to Japan, and like someone was saying hi in the airport. I was like, hey, are you the YouTuber? It's like, well, that's ridiculous. And my wife was laughing as well. So that's nice. And 99% of the people are because of this housing in Denmark thing that people find it really valuable. So glad it helps, guys, and don't be shy of reaching out to me or saying hi in the street. So happy to do so. Now, I'll be traveling until mid-January, as I said, so it's 9 weeks. 3 weeks in only, so there's a lot to go. And I still aim to publish videos weekly. There has been a bit of hiccups here because we have done such an intense trip here in Japan that, it's hard to get this moment of peace. But I'm trying to get my systems up and running so I can actually do that a lot more moving forward as well. And I have a few really good ones coming up as well. So I don't know if there's gonna be these big hits that I'm talking about, but let's try. Okay, last two things. Number one is that courses ideas. I just want to get your feedback on this. So as you know, I normally have a job, so that's my, most of my hard work is spent on my job in Maersk. But I have these side gigs, side projects, mostly doing online courses. And now as I have 9 weeks to think about stuff, again, when I'm not visiting temples or doing crazy hikes or dealing with the kids, now it's like, okay, time to think about these things. And I have 2 courses I would like to make, but I want to get feedback as well from people, to see whether this resonates with them or not. So what I'm planning to do is cohort-based courses. So courses that would be like 4 to 6 weeks, where we have weekly classes or 2 times a week, or ideally would be virtually, but can also be with a Q&A session and so on live in person, assuming now we need to check where the geography setting of the people is, considering that most of my readers and watchers are in Denmark. Maybe it could be live, let's see. But the ideas are, first one, online business for Denmark-based people. So specifically an information-based business, as I have, so like selling information and selling courses. If people want to build their own thing like this, what are the steps they need to take? How can they build the courses? Which platforms they can use to promote the courses? Everything you need to know about it. I have been doing this for more than 10 years as a side, right? So I really know the stuff. And I think it's a super fun and easy way to start doing money online. And again, you can have a really, really good results on this. And I felt like, okay, it would be really fun to teach this to people. So in case they have something that they want to create, they can just go into it. And again, with all this productivity and systems and focus and experience that someone like me can give in, and not just, some random comment on the internet, in the sense that, again, with a real job and with these considerations that also make it Denmark specific. The second one is the productive YouTuber concept. So my channel is small, I acknowledge that, but considering the little amount of work I put into a channel, we're talking about 2 to 4 hours a week tops that I make on this channel, and like considering that it's making some good money and it's expanding and I keep publishing videos weekly regardless of the little effort I put, again being a father of 2 kids plus the work and all these things, I thought that it would be really great that I can share this experience on like how you can make this happen again with a busy life. And especially like I got so good into like filming 3 videos in 45 minutes and making good edits, and the whole package has become really good, and I think I can really teach this to people. So in case they want to become a YouTuber or they want to do a creator about business, what are the levers you can use to make it happen? Again, especially only if you're a very busy person. So basically you can dedicate your whole life to it. So that's the plans. I mean, nothing that will launch until next year, but the more feedback and the more interest I hear from people, the more I can build on these ideas. Last note is that people have been very supportive of my Danish video. So I publish a video whole in Danish, but they have all been pointing that my accent sucks. No, it's true, let's be honest, 100%. I just can't get myself to speak like a Dane, like I mean, sorry guys, it's something that even though I'm a Dane now, I just can't get myself to do that. So I need to work on my accent, but I don't like the way specifically Danish sounds sometimes. So let's see. I'm gonna try my best still regardless and keep improving. So